What can the end user do with the Liviau R system? In this video you will get an overview. Liviau R is made for the corporate and educational market. This is an ideal platform for meeting and presentation rooms and school environments. The system controls light, video, audio and content. To be able to manage your content, the system has 12 GB of internal storage. Let's start with the audio section. On the home screen you can find the audio master. Here you can turn on/off all audio connected to the system and you can do the leveling of that audio. When you click on the options button, you will see all the audio in and outputs that the system provides. On top we have the inputs. There are 2 microphone inputs, 4 line inputs, the HDMI left and right input and the CPU. The audio will be taken out of the HDMI signal and will go to the speakers in the room via the internal audio mixer. Every input has a 4-band equalizer. You can do the equalizing for each input. In the admin mode, you can make sure that this EQ button is hidden for the end user. Below we have the outputs. As you can see, there are 6 line outputs and the internal amplifier left-right output. Also for every output, there is a 4-band equalizer. And also this button can be hidden for the end user after the setup. The end user can do the leveling of each input and output and he can mute the signal. In the admin mode, you can define the maximum input and output level. There is also an audio matrix built into the system. That means that every input can be routed to any output so that you can control up to 4 stereo zones. On the right side of the user interface you have the light control. On the home page you have the light master. Here you can turn on/off all lights connected to the system and do the leveling of these lights. To control the individual light circuits, you need to go to the light options. You can control RGB lights with the color wheel, and you can control up to 4 circuits of architectural lights with these 4 faders. The lights need to be connected to a DMX dimmer module. The 4 buttons at the bottom you can use to manually control GPOs. This can be used, for example, to get the beamer or the screen down. With the Liviau R software you can choose how you want to control the GPOs. Manually with these 4 buttons or automatically in the automation section, which will get explained in the video of the admin mode. Then we have the button section in the middle. The first button is Start Presentation. This is the document section of the system. Behind this button the system gives you several possibilities to easily exchange documents and start presentations. On top we have the fixed buttons. Here you can upload document files that are on the internal storage and put them behind a button. You can do this up front, so that you can prepare your meeting or presentation and test it. You can do this the day before and you can even do this from home if you are using the remote control. That way you are sure everything is ready and is working before you start your meeting or presentation. Below the system gives you more possibilities. The first one is a mirror up application. You can use this application to stream document files from your mobile device or PC to the external screen using the network. If people want to use a laptop to show documents or start presentations, they can connect it to the HDMI side input and activate this input by clicking on the HDMI button. Another possibility is to put your files on a USB stick. You can connect this to the USB input at the side and open your files directly from USB. For conference calls you can use a Skype application. If you want to use an external webcam, you can connect this to the USB input at the side of the system. The next button is a Play Music button. You can also play music if there's, for example, a reception after a presentation. You can play up to 3 internet radio stations, or you can import music files from the internal storage of the USB. While music is playing, you can go to the home screen and use the other functionalities of the system. Then we have the Play Video button. On top we have the fix buttons, where you can upload video files up front. If you want to look up a video, you can use a YouTube application. You can also import videos that are in the internal storage or USB. The audio player becomes a video player. There's also a web browser built into the system. You can choose a home page, so that every time you open the browser, the same page will open. By swiping down, you will see the URL bar, and you can go to another web page. If you want to control audio or light, you need to swipe to the middle and the audio and light master will appear. The room scheduler is basically the calendar or agenda of the room where the system is installed. This scheduler is connected to the Google Calendar. The idea is that you create a free Google account for the room where the system is installed, and you can use a calendar of this account to reserve a room for a next meeting or presentation. Ordering drinks, a taxi or food was never easier. You can do it directly from the room using the reception button. You can dedicate an email address to the buttons, and your order will be sent to that email. With the free message button, you can send any message to any email address. There are some nice features built into the system, such as audio recording and automation. These features will be explained in the next video, explaining the admin mode of the system.